Hey folks, good evening and welcome back to the channel. Happy Catty Crypto here, and starting this video on a very positive note, which is just simply the market cap of the whole crypto market. And you can see this on these charts. I'll leave a link to these charts, which is just on coin market cap. You can access them from there, but I'll leave a link either way. You know, this is positive. You can see back in 2022 at the pinnacle of the bull run, pushing towards a 3 trillion market cap. Okay, we're currently sitting just over 1 trillion, so we're nearly at 1.2 trillion. This is good. This is a really good sign to see around this time, and the reason why I'm saying this is there's so many things going on in the background. Now there's a report that was released recently, and then there's another report being released in the future. I think it's in the next 1 to 2 months, and this is the Hindenburg reporting company. They've gone and dealt with other people, and we'll get on to about them shortly. But this more positive note of seeing someone like Hindenburg report taking on that kind of situation shows that the banking sector is not going to get out of this unscathed, or the financial sector.
Look at me, sure, I'm the captain now.
You know, whatever you want to call it, there's repercussions for everything that's done, especially in the financial zone, and I think we're finally seeing this catch up with Luna, and we'll get onto that shortly. But I think this is a really positive note for everyone who's involved in crypto, because this involves all of us. This is across the whole market, and you know, this really does show us that things are on a broader scale of things, because you're so, like we've spoken about this before, being involved in one coin and only solely focusing on that one coin, and then kind of just ignoring all of these other economic factors that are going to have such a huge, monumental role in crypto as we move forward. So like I was saying, I don't think the banking sector is going to come away unscathed from this. And CZ Binance, he's been poking and prodding at this whole kind of, you know, well, there's billions of dollars missing from US banks. Your money is as much magic money as crypto is, if this is the case. Now, what we want to see is these kind of pushbacks onto the banking sector, because when you put this down to crunch between the government and crypto communities, it's going to be one huge information war. It's going to be who can propagate the most information, who can pretty much outspeak and become louder than the opposing situation. And it's always been like that. You can go back, you can look through history. You know, anyone who's involved with media coverage knows that information is what really gets you pushed forward, getting people to understand the situation in hand as best as they can. And sometimes the severity of the situation, and the banking sector, the more I look into it, the more troubling it becomes. And it's like this rabbit hole you start to fall into, and it's like, Jesus, you know, this is like everywhere. And I think they're saying around 200 banks, I could be wrong on this, but it's just something that I've read, around 200 banks are possibly in a zone of danger, and this isn't good. And this whole kind of, everybody went to just go and withdraw their money at the same time, it's not really going to go down well. So we kind of, you know, dropped a little hinter in the previous video today about Dokwon being arrested.
28. Oh man, God dang it, I never
Montenegro. Now there's more articles coming forward, and someone has updated the Wikipedia page, which is hilarious that someone's already done that, to say that he has been arrested. So Terra's founder Dokwon arrested, confirmed by Korean officials. Dokwon, however you want to say it.
Well, duh.
South Korean officials have confirmed the arrest of Terra founders Dokwon, a central figure in the Terra Luna coin scandal, according to a report by Yonhap. Prior to that, so this is the, I think he's like the Minister of Finance in the Interior Minister, there you go. So he tweeted saying they believe to have a person who matches everything to do with Dokwon, and his fingerprints match, but there's no photos been released. And in these articles, it states that there was a red notice out for him, and you can go onto the Interpol website and you can simply because if you search Dokwon, it's not going to show you. You're going to need his real name, which you can get off Wikipedia if this is his real name, of course. And you can just simply search it yourself and nothing whatsoever comes up. You're best to go for keywords because it would just show it up. And there's nothing. So I always kind of take these articles with a pinch of salt. But the fact someone has updated his, where is it? Arrest warrants. Here we go. On the 23rd of March 2023, he was reportedly arrested at Montenegro's main airport, according to a social media posting by the Montenegrin Interior Minister, Filip Adzik. So this is all really interesting. So like I was saying, things eventually catch up with people, and Luna's in such an important position at the moment. And the thing is, right, we're all involved with Luna because Station is built to serve the whole cosmos, right? So we're all kind of involved with this, and with what's going on with Tron, SEC now firing shots at Coinbase and all of these different things going on, it wouldn't surprise me if they have finally caught up with him. I've looked at the situation where if they have got him in custody, can they deport him? What are the issues surrounding it? And it seems that Montenegro does not have any of those kind of agreements with any countries, but they have a very old agreement with the United States. So there's a possibility the SEC could get him extradited to the United States to face trial, and you know, all of this will come to light. And there's so many people that were affected by the lunar crash, and as right as they've tried to make it, it's still not filled those losses back into those people's pockets, if that makes sense. So this is all, I'm gonna keep saying this to people because it's just so obvious at the moment, but as we roll into this financial crisis, these banks crashing, it's just going to be simple shots being fired from left to right, and any kind of dirt that anybody can get on anyone, it's going to be coming out, because we've been waiting for this. I've said this a few times since I've been back, but you know, we've been waiting for this as a crypto community, this whole, the financial system just collapsing and people thinking to themselves, well, I can just own my, you know, in a sense with BTC, Ethereum, I can own it myself, and all of those kind of things come into play with people's minds. And it's that whole kind of gold, silver, art, antiques thesis that's happened time and time and time again. I find all of this really interesting. There's really no shortage of kind of coverage right now because there's just so much going on. So just a little bit about Hindenburg Research here. I'll leave links to them in the description because this report they've released recently, and they're going to be releasing another report. I think it's going to have a huge effect. People like Jack Dorsey have currently taken shots from all of this. There's loads more things coming out of the woodwork with these kind of reports. And like I said, it's good to see this happening. It's good to see other people other than those inside crypto being scrutinized, because fraud is everywhere, scams are everywhere. It's not a new thing. And we all know these things happen. We've seen so many different things happen over the years, which just show you how things happen behind. And there's even, I think it's today, people are getting a case together against Credit Suisse, and there's going to be so many things we want to ensure as a crypto community. And this is the whole, you know, as if we're talking about the crypto market cap, this affects all of us as a whole completely. There's no way to, you know, get out of these kind of economic effects that happen. We can only ride the waves, but hopefully this is a good sign for crypto. The fact that we're seeing this higher market cap, this squeaky chair, honestly, people are probably thinking, you know, just oil the chair, Jay, but it's, you know, you can't oil plastic. It just doesn't work. I've tried so many times. Chair tandem, stop it, Jay. So XRP, that whole situation, I feel like it's going to start coming to an end as SEC starts to get involved with Justin Sun and that whole situation that's played out there. It's easy to see that there's just going to be more and more of this. So as soon as we get any kind of confirmation about Dokwon, photo evidence of him actually in custody, I'll try and update you as that unfolds, because it is going to affect us. It's affected the price of Luna as it is. I think LUNC is just kind of relaxing at the moment, coming back up a little bit and trekking sideways. So we'll have to see what happens there. Other than that, folks, that's all I've got for you this evening. Look forward to the morning video. Other than that, have a really, really nice evening with your families, friends, whoever you're with. Other than that, just stay safe. Beware of scammers. Beware of doppelgangers. Beware of anybody pretending to be me. None of this is financial advice. It's all for educational purposes only. And I'll catch you in the next one.